Hello friend, welcome to Hunt Electronics. This is your friend Shakib. And in today's technical section, we are going to just look around how to make a harmonium using a IC555.
So all my dear friends, first we'll see the working of an IC555 as an harmonium, how we can use as harmonium. So before this, the basic of IC555 I have explained in one of my video, and the link of that video I will be giving in the description. So if you want to see the detail how the IC555 work, just click on that link over here. You will get all the detailed description video over here. Okay, now in this circuitry you can see that I have connected the pin number 2, that is trigger, and the pin number 6, that is the threshold, together over here. Okay, so initially when we turn on the power supply, what happens over here, the pin number 3 is the output of this circuitry, and when as these are tied together, the output here it becomes the 9 volt. Okay, the output is as a 9 volt is applied, so output here becomes the 9 volt over here. Then when, so you can see here is the logic R1 and there is a R of K. So R of K is nothing but a resistance from R2 to R16, and the capacitor is charged through this circuitry. Okay, charged through this. R1 and R2 are responsible to charge the capacitor 3. So when we push a trigger over here, okay, any of the switch over here, what happens over here, the capacitor C3 starts charging. So when the capacitor C3 starts charging, and when it comes up to the level 6 volt, okay, when it comes to the up to the level 6 volt, okay, so initially the output is logic 1. Output is logic 1 over here. When the capacitor goes on charging and comes up to the 6 volt, the pin number 2 and 6 get a sense of that, and all of a sudden at the output, that output which is a logic 1, it will become a logic 0 at pin 6, at the voltage 6 volt over here. Okay, so from automatically from logic 1 it has become a logic 0 when the capacitors charge up to the 6 volt. Okay, so when we press any of the switch over here, okay, what happens over here, the pin 7 gets activated, which internally gets short to the ground, and the capacitor goes on discharging. And when the capacitor goes on discharging, and when it comes to the 3 volt, okay, so the output which was at the logic 0, the output again it becomes the logic 1 at the pin number at a 3 volt of the input, so capacitor. So this charging and discharging of the capacitor creates the output as a PWM, that is a square wave over here. Okay, now you can see here that is R of K is nothing but it is a series of resistor R2 to R16. So when I press a R2, so all the resistor comes into the series, that is R2 to R16 over here. So you will get one PWM over. So when we for example, if I press the R8 over here, the upper side of the resistors gets eliminated, and the R8 to R16 comes into the series, you will get another one PWM. But the PWM, as I'm going to use a different switch at a different time, you will get a different time cycle over here. So this PWM will get a different time cycle with respect to the different press of the switch over here. And we know that the frequency is totally depending upon the time, because F is equal to 1 upon time. As the T changes, the frequency also changes, and when the frequency of the output of the IC555 changes, you will get a different tone of sound at the output. Okay, that is very important. So as the T changes, the F changes, and as the F changes, you'll get a different tone. And this resistance from R2 to R16 is selected in such a way that it will give you the output tone like a sa, re, ga, ma, pa, dha, ni, and sa. Okay, so you'll get this harmonium output over here. So that is the most beauty of this circuitry. So you required hardly few components. Within 50 to 60 rupees you can build your own electronics harmonium over here. So without wasting time, we shall switch to the practical session over here. You can see that I have got a DIY kit. So this DIY kit is already available online. You can get your own DIY kit. If this kit is not available, I will be giving a image of this circuit diagram at the end of the video. You can take a screenshot and you can just assemble this circuitry on the general purpose board. Okay, so I've got this DIY kit and all the kit, and it has got all the components over here. So you got all the components. Start with our soldering stuff over here. So we know the rule of the soldering of the component on the board over here. The smallest component are supposed to be do the soldering at the first, and then we go to the higher bigger component over here. So the smallest is the resistor over here. So so you can see here, so the first we'll start with the resistor over here. Okay, my dear friends, you can see this we have done with all soldering stuff for the resistor. Okay, now we can see here there are two capacitors, that is C1 and C2, that is 0.01 microfarad and 0.002 microfarad. So most important over here. Okay, you can't interchange this capacitor over here. So first this is 0.002, that is C3. Okay, 0.001, that is code as a, you can say 103. Okay friends, you can see that we have finished with all the soldering stuff over here. We have connected the speaker, the power supply, IC555 here, capacitor, all the resistor. Let us turn on and just see how it works. So I got battery over here. Okay, so my dear friends, we have done with all soldering and testing, and it is beautiful and awesome. Okay, it can be given to the small children as a toys to play over here, as a musical instrument over here. So for more technical video of like this, please my dear friends, like, share and subscribe to my YouTube channel.